Hello and welcome to Alumni Stadium, getting ready for live stream broadcast here of girls varsity lacrosse. Mike Walsh bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV, and Braintree and Norwell set to take the field, and the opening draw will be redone. Burchill on the face-off for Braintree, and the Wamps will control the opening draw, as Burchill will take it up the field and Braintree will possess to begin the game. In the first half minute here of the opening half, and Braintree hoping to get in front. They had their last home game here, which they won. Had a big lead, but gave away a couple of goals late, as this one is stopped, and Braintree's first opportunity denied in front, as Braintree with the game's first shot attempt. So Norwell now with it, and they look for their first shot attempt. Braintree having a fill-in coach, but obviously very familiar with a lot of the players. Head coach Burchill from the hockey team. As the shot is blocked, came out of the stick awkwardly, as the Clippers stay with the possession. Minute and a half in to the first half. Scoreless still, as the shot attempt is stopped by Braintree, as both goalies now have made a stop early, and that was Riley who made the stop. Maybe the defense got a piece as well, as Braintree will try and bring it out of their own end. The pass from Burchill up ahead to Stones, as it's brought towards midfield, and Braintree with a turnover. And now an opportunity for Norwell 1-on-3, as the Braintree defense collapses and shuts down the attack. So Braintree's first mistake coming here, 2 minutes in. The Clippers looking for a pass. Now they spin in front, and Braintree with three different players in there to knock it away, but the call going against Braintree. And now prime real estate for a shot. And the shot right outside the semicircle. As the shot taken, and it finds its way in, up and over the stick of the Braintree goalie Riley, and Norwell scoring first. So almost 3 minutes in, the game's first goal scored by the visitors. Now the face-off at midfield. Braintree controlled the only draw to this point. Good battle by both sides, as the ball loose on the turf, as it is going to be Norwell who ends up coming away with possession. Already with a 1-goal lead, Braintree trying to double team and swat it away, but cannot do so. Pass in front, wide open, and the shot goes wide, as Norwell couldn't have asked for a better look in front of the net. Surprised to see them miss that in close, but Braintree fortunate to see that one not find its way in net. Ackerman getting set to check in for Braintree at the next whistle. So 4 minutes into the first half, just 1 goal scored by Norwell, as the Clippers have the lead on the road here against the Braintree Wamps. Again, live stream broadcast here on BCAM TV as Braintree with a steal and a nice play made by Burchill. As Braintree leaves the ball for the goalie, and then it's scooped up by the defense. As McDonald now works it out. McDonald is face guarded and will keep moving it up the field. As Braintree with a quick pass that works out nicely over the midfield mark. And Braintree right towards the attacking end now, but a lot of blue jerseys back there to defend. Not much real estate for the Wamps to work with. As Braintree called for another infraction here. And the offense has not been able to get it going the last couple minutes, but they did have the game's first shot, and it was a good one. Just weren't able to capitalize on it. Now the ball is brought towards the 30-yard line here on the turf field. As Braintree double teaming here, looking to knock it away. As it's over midfield. And now the shot, and the shot goes wide. The left-handed shot. .19:20 left here in the first half. Braintree still down a goal. A defense played there. Communication such a key in this sport. Not only the goalie needs to communicate with their defense, but everybody's got to be on the same page, otherwise there can be a breakdown. And the other team can open up the lane to score. As the shot again goes wide, maybe partially blocked by Braintree. As another opportunity to shoot and a score, the second of the half. Braintree got a couple of stops, but just not able to get possession. And now a 2-0 lead with 18:34 to go in the half. Off the face-off, and another whistle. And this will be a false start. Braintree will get it back. So we'll see if Braintree can cut into a 2-goal deficit. Burchill attacking, spinning, and taking some contact with no whistle. There's Braintree right back behind the net. On the stick now of Duffy. Nice pass in front, open, and a save made, denied in front on the shot attempt by Ackerman. As Braintree with some good pressure. And then the whistle going on Braintree. So a little frustration built in there. It's Braintree with an opportunity to get the lead cut in half. We're not able to capitalize. Braintree's now had 2 very good looks on net, but just have not been able to get it by the goalie. A good goalie in this sport makes it very difficult, as you would expect. And the shot is saved, but a whistle before the shot. Shot and another save made by Riley. As Braintree with a shot up in the face, that easily could be a card, but nothing shown. So Braintree now working it up the field as the pass over to McDonald, and Braintree now looking to run it up the field. A lot of space. Look at all the blue jerseys back. Norwell really plays a much different style of defense than I've ever seen. Just everybody back, and really not much space to just run it up the field. Quick pass from Braintree. Leaving that one off for the Wamps was Tenney. And now on the stick of Birchill. Joyce mishandling the ball, but able to get it back. Circles around the net. Swings it back for Birchill. He's got to be careful not to go in the crease. As Braintree still looking for their first goal of the game. Down a pair. 15:45 left in the half as the pass to Joyce off the edge of her stick, and it's given away. Moved over the midfield mark, and Norwell with the player up ahead, but not looking for the pass yet. Back behind the net as Clippers work with possession. Braintree down 2-0. Looking to get the ball back. Side of the goal. As the shot taken, and it's saved by Braintree. But a call going against Braintree, unfortunately, after a timely save by Riley. The Braintree defense trying to force the shot wide. And the shot is released wide. It's free, down on the field. And it will be Braintree ball. As the clock continues to move with 14.5 remaining. Braintree down 2-0, and they've played pretty well early. Easily could have a goal in this game. They've played well enough to have at least one. You got to give credit to Norwell. Goalie's made a couple of timely stops. Handed back for Birchill as Braintree getting set to make a substitution. Tough pass, and it is handled. As Tenney comes off, Birchill jumps on. Looking to find some space in front, and just too many bodies in front to try and release a shot. As McDonald now looks for somebody in front and has that one knocked away, trying to work it through two sticks. Out in front of the goal, and they score. A 3-0 advantage, and 13 minutes remain here in the first half. So about 3 minutes in, the opening goal for Norwell, then 5 minutes later, and then 5 more minutes later, they have a 3-0 lead. Off the face-off, Braintree with it. Down 3-0, they really need one here. Braintree's really having trouble in front finding that pass. Now they do find the open lane, and McDonald sends it home as Braintree makes it 3-1. That was a perfectly timed pass. And this time McDonald springs free. And there's a much better execution on the Braintree side after winning the face-off, which Braintree's actually done a pretty good job of here in this first half. So just 20 seconds after Norwell had made it 3-0, Braintree gets one back to make it 3-1. .12:40 remaining here in the first half. Braintree now down by 2. It's 3-1. Another good battle off the draw. It's still loose on the turf, and Braintree going to be called for the foul. And now the Clippers work it into the Braintree end. A lot of moving, but right now nothing towards the net. Good defense by McDonald, who shuts that down. Now the ball on the turf, but nobody could get to it. A lot of time in the Braintree end, but no shots yet. And now the shot was taken, but it was jarred free, and Braintree comes away with the ball. Wamps work it to midfield with a stick up around the face mask of Burchill, who now works it over midfield, and the pass right on target. Braintree a pass or two away from potentially another quality look on net, but the pass goes off the stick, and again, a Braintree turnover changes the way this possession moves. After a good defensive stand, the offense not able to string together a few passes. And now the defense will be tested again. Carry out there on defense, helping out, and Norwell is able to get by the defense and get another goal to make it 4-1. With 10:48 remaining. Braintree has gone into their bench, seeing a handful of players get in there. Big face-off with Braintree back down by 3 again, which has been their largest deficit here today. We're down 3-0 now, 4-1. And Braintree will have possession from the draw. So Tenney hands it over for Burchill. Maggie now swinging it back behind the goal. Open player in front was Ackerman for a moment. Last time we saw it was McDonald who cut open and found free in front of the net. But Braintree this time with a much different look on the attack. Instead working it up high. As Tenney shut down, there's 3 different Norwell players that have closed the gap, making it very difficult as Burchill gets in front and scores. And Maggie's first of the game and makes it a 2-goal game again, as Braintree has found some open space in the defensive end, making it a 4-2 game with 9:56 to go in the half. Good response again by the Wamps, who continue to play hard here today. Again, the Braintree coach not available here today for this game due to COVID, and head coach Burchill having to fill in. Obviously knowing a lot of the players, has 2 daughters on the team and very familiar with a lot of these players from hockey as well. So obviously a difficult task to step in and help out, but obviously much different in the fact that this is a very difficult opponent as well to step in these shoes. As Burchill now spins it in front, takes a shot and finds the back of the net, and Braintree just like that has made it a 1-goal game. So 1 for Maggie Burchill, the other one for Callie, and Braintree has made it 4-3 with 9:39 to go here in the first half. And we'll see if a timeout will be taken, and it will be by Norwell, who's surprised here with what's going on, as Braintree has scored consecutive goals 15 seconds apart, and the Wamps now down 4-3. We'll take a break in the action. We'll be right back. Back here after the timeout, and the ball loose on the field, controlled by Norwell, who finds this one a 1-goal game after Braintree has scored consecutive goals just 15 seconds apart and made it a ball game here at 4-3. Now the defense trying to hold here for the Wamps. Burchill's sisters scoring the last 2 goals, the other one scored by Emma McDonald. And now the shot taken, and it skips up and over the goal. Riley was watching carefully, making sure that one did not find the net. Not really much of a surprise when you see a shot bounce in this sport. It makes it much more difficult for the goalie to read it than a shot straight in on goal. Again, attacking, some space in front, and they score. Carving through the Braintree defense, going back up by 2. Exactly a minute later, after Braintree cut it to 1, it's back up to 2 at 5-3. On the face-off at midfield. Ball is free and scooped up by the Clippers. Defense able to slow down the rush as Buhner able to slow it down. Defense eliminating a shot attempt, but still plenty of time left here in the half, and another good possession here for Norwell, who has won another face-off. They've won the last couple. It was close to an offensive foul on Norwell. Pretty good defense, again, played by Buhner. There's 7.5 remaining here in the first half. 8 goals in the half, 5 by Norwell, 3 by Braintree. And another whistle against Braintree. As the shot in front, Riley able to kick it out, and nobody could see where it went for the moment, as it's still loose on the turf, and Braintree is able to scoop it up, and then knocked out of her stick, and a foul. So 7 minutes to go. Braintree with it, down by 2. As Braintree playing very hard out here, trying to end the week with the win. On a Friday afternoon, a pass over to McDonald. As McDonald now will work it back behind the net. As the Braintree offensive attack, trying to get up the field. As the pass mishandled by Holland, and then Holland gives it away as Norwell comes away with the ball. As Braintree forces it to the outside, and that was very close to being out of bounds. So the ball is on the field, and Braintree going to be called for a stick foul. We approach the 6-minute mark here of the first half with Braintree down a pair. Oh, nice pass in front, and they score. As the Braintree defense could not defend that one. That was just well passed. So consecutive goals for Norwell after Braintree made it a 1-goal game. It's back up to 3. That's been the largest deficit here today for Braintree, who's been able to respond to the adversity so far in this game, but still a long way left in this first half and really need to get the next one. They don't want to build a much bigger deficit. Off the draw, won cleanly, and Norwell with it as they work it onto the Braintree side of the field. And Braintree really needs to defend this one. They really love a stop. Shot attempt and another goal. Half-minute apart from the last one, and just like that, Norwell has built a 4-goal cushion. .5:26 left in the half. Off the draw. Battle for it, and it's scooped up by Burchill. So Braintree now using some speed to get it up the field. And Braintree trying to make it a 3-goal game again. And that ball was knocked away. Towards the sideline it goes. And it is Burchill able to keep her feet in bounds. As it's back behind the Norwell net. As Burchill with the pass now cuts in front, and the shot is off the outside of the net. That one stayed out somehow. Looked like that one was going short side, but the goalie able to keep it away. As that one is on the ground, Braintree battling for the ball. And along the sideline, it's lost out of bounds. So the Braintree pressure forces the mistake. Now that's exactly what you need to do in a sport where you really can't give much contact. It's exactly what you need to do is put the pressure on and force the mistake by the opponent. With 4:15 to go in the half, Braintree still with possession now with a 7-3 deficit. Just trying to keep this one close here in this first half. Long way to go. As Tenney with the pass up top for Burchill, who gets upended on a dangerous collision. And Braintree now will have a good look towards the net. See if Burchill can release one home. already with one in this game. As Braintree looking to make it again a 3-goal game. As Birchall attacks in front, shoots, and left it high. And that went up and over the cage, but Braintree was first to it. They will stay with possession. But that was a great scoring opportunity. As Holland knocked away from behind and forced to the outside and out of bounds. And Braintree called for a push. And now worked up the field as Holland tries to defend again. As the pass is mishandled and scooped up by Braintree. As Norwell's made a couple of untimely mistakes. And Braintree now being tracked from behind as Birchall is able to scoop by the defense. 3:10 left in the half. And Braintree has played right with Norwell for most of this half, just obviously have not gotten a few of the shots to go in, which has been the difference. Both goalies have actually played pretty well. Just a couple of passes, the difference to this point. Birchall circles, back behind the net. As McDonald sprang free for a moment, but Braintree right now having some trouble finding somebody open in front. Joyce was open for a moment, but Braintree goes for Tenney. Tenney spins left, and now is triple teamed, but gets the foul. And with 2:15 left in the half, Braintree will have a chance. Here for another shot. It's not going to be a clean path to the net. Braintree will just pass it up top for Joyce. Nothing has been easy here in this half for Braintree. Everything has been defended well by the Clippers. Very strong program. All three of the coaches for Norwell down on that side of the field. As Tenney is fouled, and that may be a card. So we are going to see a penalty. So it is a double foul, but just the Norwell player being carded, assuming for contact up high. As possession is back behind the net with 1:40 to go. Braintree needing one here. As Birchall spins, looking to uncork a shot, but nothing was there. Finding Joyce, as Joyce gets a pick. Back behind the net. Birchall attacks, it's shut down. Double teamed right now at the side of the goal. As Tenney now battles it one-on-one. Cuts through and again gets fouled. And the clock will stop with 1:05 left in the half. As the score has been 7-3 for a while. It's stuck on that for almost 4 minutes. And Braintree right now would love nothing more than to get one before halftime. As Tenney will bring it right towards the goal. And will release the shot, and it is kept out. A big save made, and that'll do it for the possession as Braintree will hand it back over for Norwell. Here with a minute to go. Good attack by Braintree, just could not find one to the back of the net. Move to the other side of the field in the final 40 seconds. With Braintree down by 4. They do not want to surrender another one. 25 seconds left now in the half. As Norwell looking for the final shot. Strong defense being played here by Braintree at the side of the goal. It's shot wide with 12.5 left on the clock. As Norwell has to attack, they get 5 seconds. As the clock nearing the end, and that'll do it here in the first half. Nothing on the final shot, and Braintree will be down 7-3 after a half of play. So a pretty good first half by Braintree here at home, but they find themselves down by 4 and a well-played first half by both sides. And again, Braintree with goals from Maggie and Callie Birchill and Emma McDonald. The 3 goals for Braintree as they trail 7-3 here at half. We'll be back for the final 25 minutes of action in the second half when we return here on BCAM TV.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Welcome back to Alumni Stadium, getting ready to start the second half as Braintree and Norwell getting ready for the face-off here at midfield. Mike Wassel bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as again we stream live in a 7-3 game. Final 25 minutes of action. Braintree battled hard in that first half. At one point got as close as 1 goal, but 3 quick strikes. And the Clippers right back up by 4, which is their largest lead here today. And a stalemate on the face-off for the second straight half. Off the face-off, it is still loose, and both sides still battle, and Braintree comes away with it. As it's whipped across the field and controlled by Braintree. As Joyce will have it. Low pass for Duffy. Duffy looking for some reinforcements. As Braintree trying to start off the second half in style. 40 seconds in to the second half, and Braintree with it at the side of the goal, and a real tough pass to handle for Birchill, who goes down, and McDonald tries to get the ball back, could not collect it as the Clippers move it to the midfield mark, and the defense of McDonald trying to slow down the rush, but Not able to slow it down enough, and now a one-on-one up the field, going right at the Braintree defense, and a strong defensive play, which results in an offensive foul, it looks like. And excellent defense. Thought I saw that earlier, and this time Braintree gets the call. And Braintree with an illegal touch. As Norwell back with possession. Back out high. There's work behind the net. Riley gonna need to have a strong half and goal here for Braintree to have a chance to come back. See if she can make some stops here. No shot attempt yet. At the side of the goal, as the defense of Shalgan able to slow down that opportunity as they work it out high now with 22.5 remaining. A lot of ball movement, no shots yet. Everything's been on the outside, which is where Braintree prefers it. Churchill that time with some good defense. Almost had it for almost 2 minutes, but still without a shot. Now the shot, and they find the back of the net. Braintree played about as good a defense as you could on the possession, just the better shot. .49 left. And Braintree now down by their largest deficit of 5. Getting ready for the face-off at midfield. As the ball back towards the far side of the field, which is controlled by Braintree. And they need a goal on this try as they lose the ball. It is, however, regained, and Braintree will work it again on the attack. Right now, the passing has not been good to start the second half for Braintree and has resulted now in consecutive turnovers, which is making it very difficult for Braintree to have a chance to come back. A 2-on-1 in front of the goal, and a goal scored by the Clippers. So 47 seconds after the goal, another one scored, and the referee's now talking it over. Are we going to have something about the crease, maybe? If the referees were discussing maybe that the player was in the crease, then the signal was for the goal to make sure it counted. So the ball getting ready to be dropped again. 21:02 left, and Braintree now down by 6 goals. certainly has been a much closer game than 6 goals shows, but the second half has not been kind to this point for Braintree. As Braintree gets possession here off of the draw. 21 minutes remaining. As the pass in front, Braintree's right now trying to pass it through players. And it's going to be very difficult to do that with 3 different defenders in front. As Braintree substituting on the fly. In front, and the shot registered just wide, and it will be Braintree possession. First to it. As it's continued to be worked up the field by Braintree. As it's passed up now for Duffy. Over the midfield mark, with Ackerman to her right. Duffy brings it towards the goal, no shot. And Braintree needs to start getting some shots off. Down by 6. Rather see some saves than some turnovers. Braintree's got to start peppering some shots. But obviously got to create the lane to shoot it. .5 left. As Braintree picks it up outside the 20-yard line. Now back behind the goal. 19 minutes left in the game. Braintree down 6 and the ball. Tenney looking to make a shot and finds the back of the goal, but they're going to wave it off for some reason. Not sure why. A unique move there from Tenney, who skipped it between the goalie's legs, but we'll get another chance to get that 4th goal. The only thing that's hurting right now is that the clock continues, even with that. And Tenney this time is denied. The goalie has no idea where it is. Now does see it right to her right. And that's a real tough break for the Wamps, who thought they were going to get their 4th goal. And with 18:20 to go, Braintree down 6 and on defense. As the pass in front, and they score another one. Real tough swing. So 3 consecutive goals in this half. That's 6 straight now, after Braintree had it at 4-3. Off the face-off, again, possession in favor of Norwell. A lot of lacrosse still left as Braintree gets the turnover. Braintree was hoping for a pass there, but Duffy trying to work it through everybody. Up ahead for Holland now. Braintree down a touchdown here as the pass in front for Duffy is jarred free, And a whistle, looking like it might go against Norwell. And Braintree will have it at the side of the cage with just 17 minutes left. Duffy spins and no shot taken. Braintree's got to start shooting the ball. I know you're looking for a perfect shot, but right now you're down 7. You've got to get goals every time you get the ball, pretty much. And the shot released, and Duffy skips it in. So that's what Braintree needs. They're going to need a handful more. So 16:43 remaining in the game. Braintree down 10-4. Stops 6 straight goals scored by Norwell. And now Braintree hoping they can score consecutive goals. Off the face-off, it is Norwell with it. And now attacking the Braintree defense. Wamps need a stop. Clippers have done a good job here in this game, not rushing anything, but the Braintree defense has made stops. They've gotten some saves from their goalie Riley. They're gonna need it here. Everything on the outside as they attack the middle now. And the open shot and the goal. And over the stick of Riley, and it makes it an 11-4 game with 16 minutes left. Braintree back down by 7. Braintree off the draw, controlling it as Birchall brings it right up the field. No shot. Circling behind the net as Braintree looks to make another goal happen. As the pass in front, it is Duffy again. Duffy does not release the shot. But Braintree did find some space in front, which was a good cut there from Duffy, just wasn't able to get a shot off. Braintree with 4 goals, all by different scorers. That one on the field and scooped up again by Duffy, who's been active here in the second half. Joyce hands it over for Birchall. And with the clock continuing, 14:40 to go. As Birchall looks for her second of the game. Takes the shot, and it is kept out. As the goalie somehow able to smother it. It was low, and just able to keep it out of the goal. As it's very quickly worked to the other side of the field. 13:50 to go here in the game. Neither side has used the timeout here in the second half. Norwell used one back in the first half after Braintree made it 4-3, but since then it's been all Norwell as they have asserted the dominance in the second half, scoring 4 of the 5 goals. And Braintree will get the ball back. Down by 7, 13:15 remaining. And not able to control that one, but it does find its way to Duffy, who works it over midfield with the illegal hit. Back to the far side for Birchill. Wall of players in front. As the pass now for Holland. Braintree's got to get some moving pieces here. Try and get the defense moving laterally. As the ball is free on the field, and Braintree with 3 players in there to try and get it back, but the call going the other way. Moved over midfield. As the pass in front, and it goes off the stick. I don't think Riley ever got a piece of that. As Duffy scoops it ahead for Tenney. Both sides fighting for possession, and Braintree will have it on the call. Final 11 minutes. Call going on Norwell again. It's Braintree with it at the side of the goal. Again, every time Braintree has had the ball here on the attacking end, they've been double teamed to make it very difficult for Braintree to register shots. And obviously, very difficult to score. They've only had 4 goals, but trying to get one here on this possession with 10:15 remaining. As the stick able to block the pass. And it looks like Braintree may think about a substitution in goal at some point here in the second half. Ball is now behind the net. 9:45 remaining as the shot attempt finds its way home. Braintree has now made a change in the net. So Braintree down by 8 goals. Braintree with possession with 9:20 left, down by 8 goals as the ball is free and is scooped up by the defense as Norwell with it. Braintree working it to the sideline, trying to force the player out of bounds. Behind the net, as Norwell now running some clock. And we've seen Braintree make a substitution in goal. The only other goalie listed on the Braintree roster is Burnell, although the numbers don't match. Eight minutes left as Braintree continues to trade players in and out as the shot is released and it goes wide. Pass in front and the shot again registered wide. Another goal scored. It was 7:32 to go. Face off at the midfield mark. Battle is on the turf and Braintree escapes with the ball. So we'll see if Braintree can start to make a couple of goals here. Make something happen here late. As the pass, a little bit high for McDonald to get the pass. And it's now on the turf, and the call going against Braintree. It's Braintree getting physical out there. And the ball is free, where Braintree had it for the moment, and now they do scoop it up. .6:20 to go. Braintree down 13-4. The pass just too high for Birchill, as Braintree had the open lane. And that pass was picked off. Strong defense played that time up the field by Stones. Just 5:25 remaining in the game. Another whistle against Braintree. As the shot is stopped. Nice save by Burnell. A Braintree senior, one of the few senior classmen here on this Braintree team. A very young squad. Just 7 seniors on the team. Well outnumbered by underclassmen. Four and a half left. They work it around the outside. Braintree down 13-4 here with just 4 minutes left. As the shot in front is kept out. Another save made by Burnell. As this shot does find the back of the net. And now with a 10-goal margin, the score should the clock should continue here at 14-4. Seven of the 8 goals in this half scored by Norwell to open up a huge lead. Now at double figures at 14-4. After Braintree really played a good first half, kept it close, but obviously the Clippers have shown some prowess on the offensive end. Moved up the field by Norwell here in the final 2:40. And for whatever reason, a timeout taken by Norwell here in a 10-goal game. At 14-4, we'll take a break in the action. We'll be right back. Play resuming with 2:35 left. One would assume the only reason why you would take a timeout up by 10 would be to completely empty the bench, which seems like that may be the case here for Norwell. Just 2 minutes remain here in a non-league match against Norwell. Everything's been on the outside. It just seems like they're just trying to drain the clock here and close it out with some passing. As Braintree defends at the side of the net. Whistle against Braintree. .110 left. As Burnell may be tested again here. Made a couple stops since coming in relief of Riley. Midway through this second half. Final 45 seconds, Braintree not going after the ball to get possession back, and Norwell just content to just move it around the outside and drain the clock, which will be what will happen here. assuming that they continue this way, the final score will end up being 14-4 as the final 20 seconds come off the clock. Final seconds now. And the air horn will sound, which will end the game, as Norwell will win 14-4 here at Braintree High School. And again, the second half really the telling story. 7 of the 8 goals scored in the second half by Norwell, and obviously the difference in this game as Braintree just scored 1 time in the second half, scored by Duffy. Both the Birchills with a goal in the first half, as well as McDonald, and Braintree with a 14-4 defeat here today at home. After a nice win in their last home game here today, a much different story as Braintree drops it by 10 here today, which will conclude our live stream broadcast of this one. Thank you for watching here on BCAM TV. On behalf of our camera person, Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.